historic city of Savannah, Georgia. We're going to go find our place to pay for our parking, and then we're going to go explore. So come along. This is Emmett Park, once known as the Strand, and later as Irish Green because of its proximity to the Irish residents of Savannah's Old Port neighborhood. The park was renamed in 1902 for the Irish patriot Robert Emmet to commemorate the centennial of his death. Emmet led an unsuccessful uprising for Irish independence against the English in Dublin, Ireland. He was executed for treason and became a hero across the Atlantic here in Savannah's Irish community. Emmett Park remains an important center of ceremonial congregation for Savannahans of Irish descent. Savannah is one of America's oldest and most historic cities here on the East Coast. It dates to the very, very earliest days of America. Indeed, the town dates back to 1733. It was the original capital of the newly established English colony of Georgia. Along the riverfront are all these fantastic old warehouse structures, dating from an earlier era. Historic steps, use at own risk. Made it. Fantastic. Looks like it might have looked 200 years ago. While Savannah remains a major U.S. port today, the loading and unloading of goods has moved further upriver. A once busy scene of stevedores, mules, carts, and crates that once filled this area is now long gone. The remains of the old rail line embedded in the cobbled street calls back to those earlier harbor days. The warehouses of yore are now upscale shops, restaurants, and apartments. And a whole new era of vibrancy can now be found along Savannah's riverfront. And it is a beautiful area to take a stroll and enjoy a warm, sunny afternoon. This beautiful, modern cable-stay bridge is called the Talmadge Memorial Bridge. It carries US 17 across the Savannah River and was completed in 1991. This explains how much of the cobblestones used in street paving arrived here in the form of ship's ballast. The stone ballast was replaced with heavy loads of cargo bound for other places in the world. It was typically discarded and thrown onto the banks of the river. It became a source of paving and building material for the city. Here is the Georgia Queen, a river excursion vessel made to look like a paddle wheeler. Fantastic. That is the World War II memorial here on the waterfront in Savannah. Karen found a neat little shop here on the riverfront called Earthbound Trading. It's like a throwback to the 1970s era.
was like fanatical about it. He's like, no, there's no difference between this and another dog. But like, every time I leave there.
This looks like an old power station that's undergoing repurposing to what? Apartments, maybe? There's one thing for sure. There are plenty of new buildings going up, and their architecture is remaining true to the early days of the Savannah riverfront. Watch for part 2 of Savannah, Georgia Riverfront.